This week's stack is a journey across sound and soul, from blues and funk to reggae, prison country, and some heavy underground rock that will melt your stylus. Let's spin through the pile. Hey guys, welcome back to Vinyl Latte. I'm Louis V. I'm your host. And on Fridays, we choose 5 records from my collection that is sort of new to the collection, but also unique. And I have some bad news to share with you all. This will be the last Friday finds. I know. I am sad about that too. Well, quite frankly, Friday is the worst day for releasing videos into YouTube. And just quite frankly, as much as I enjoy these videos, I love doing them. I love doing Friday finds, even love the name Friday finds. They just do not perform well at all because I'm competing against tons of other mega channels that release big content on Friday. Plus, people just tend to go out on Friday. Imagine that people leave their house for the weekend. And just quite frankly, it's a lot of effort to put these videos together. And if they're going nowhere, if people aren't viewing them, then it's time to shift. So what we're going to do is move Friday finds to Tuesday tunes. How do you like that name? I think that's the name I'm going to go for, Tuesday tunes. So while Friday finds, this will be the last. This is a final Friday finds. How about that? We are going to be hopefully doing Tuesday tunes. Let me know if you like that name. Drop it in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get started with Friday finds, the final chapter. And first up, we have a record that is just pure sunshine, man. This is Taj by Taj Mahal. This was originally released in 1986 on Gramavision, and this one blends blues roots with this Pacific Island rhythm and folk influences, and it's got steel drums on here. You got lush percussions and that warm world beat energy Taj was exploring throughout the 80s. Now, this pressing sounds great, by the way. It's open, it's organic, and it has that feel live in the room kind of sense to it, right? That feel like Taj is there with you, man. This is just perfect for a slow morning or a lazy Sunday afternoon. Now, next up is one of the most important soundtracks ever pressed on vinyl. Let's, if you don't believe me, we could fight on it. Here we go. This is The Harder They Come, originally from 1972. This is the 1976 Mango reissue that still captures everything that made reggae explode globally. You got Jimmy Cliff, Toots and the Maytals, The Slickers, Desmond Decker. Has every classic on it, man, and it's the mastering here is punchy, it's full of warmth, and it's just one of those albums where the mood is just as important as the music, man. You drop the needle on this record and the room instantly feels alive. I absolutely love this record. Now, going on to the number 3 record for this week is We Got Bridges from Gil Scott-Heron and Brian Jackson, released in 77 on Arista. It's the perfect mix of soul, jazz, funk, and poetry, man. You got songs on here like We Almost Lost Detroit and The Delta Man. Just show how effortlessly Gil could turn social reflection into a groove. In fact, I spin a little bit of this track on my shorts, so if you haven't heard it, go ahead and load up my shorts and give this one a listen. The depth on this production, especially on the vinyl pressing, would just blow you away. The bass lines just roll like a river, and keys that just shimmer on this record, man. It's beautiful. It's consciousness that you can actually dance to. Now, this next one is, I got a twofer for you all here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I got a twofer for you here, guys, and I think you're really going to enjoy this one. And this is going to be something a little bit different. I've never done this before, but it's a 2-for-1 find. Let me get this in order here so we can do it the right way. This is Brown Acid. This is the 10th Trip. And then, of course, I got the 12th Trip. Well, not of course, right? You would think I'd at least get them in order. But this is what I found at the local record store Hunky Dory in Cary, North Carolina. And if you've never heard this series before, it's basically a time machine to the underground heavy rock scene of the late 60s and 70s. So when you think about that era, man, you're thinking of fuzz pedals, beer-soaked garages, and riffs that hit like a freight train. And these two volumes released in 2020 and 2021 are just pure gold of fans of early Sabbath and Blue Cheer. The 12th Trip especially, with the purple marble vinyl, man, just looks amazing, and it looks just I mean, it feel like the record looks as wild as a sound. And what's cool about these records is that you'll hear bands you never knew existed but wish you had. And I'm gotta say, I am interested now in collecting the rest of the series. So I think I'm gonna take a trip down the brown acid and see what I can do to score the rest of the records. Okay, so to close things out, we got the man himself, the man in black, Mr. Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. This is the 2018 Legacy Edition, a record store day release with 5 LPs that capture both of the Folsom shows in their entirety, including the rehearsal, which is really cool. So what you're hearing here is the full context of the show. You hear all the jokes, the tension, the energy from the inmates. I mean, it's just a pure reminder of how powerful live music can be. And on this record, the soundstage is huge. It's like Cash's voice feels like it's echoing off the prison walls right into your room. I mean, I close my eyes and the jail cell closes behind me. And one of the cool things about this is by far, by the way, when I think Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison is my favorite album. I have multiple pressings, and this RSD reissue to me is the best sounding version of this record. I'm super grateful to be able to score that one. So that's it, guys. That's this week's stack. We talked about everything, right? We got Taj Mahal's Island Blues. We have Reggae Royalty, Gil Scott-Heron Soul Jazz, Brown Acids, Underground Fuzz, and Johnny Cash Outlaw Country Classic. These were 5 records or 6, depending on how many times you count the acid trips, but not a dull groove among them. And I gotta ask you, which one would you spin first? Let me know by dropping it in the comments below. I want to know your pick. Drop it in the comments. And if you enjoy these Friday Fine videos, hit like and subscribe and see me on Tuesday for Tuesday Tunes. I can't wait to share another stack of vinyl treasures with you.